Ivory Coast 2 and Guinea-Bissau 0. I had to watch the game, guys, because these guys are in the same group with Nigeria. And like I said in my last video, I feel we and Ivory Coast were favorite to go through in this group. But then again, you can never tell. It's football. There might be surprises. But of course, in our group, the favorite Ivory Coast and Nigeria. I was actually more focused on Ivory Coast. And in this game, they actually played well. They looked like a team. In the first half, it was like pretty much boys versus men in that first half because they were just dominant. They were pinning Guinea-Bissau. Guinea-Bissau just had few moments where they had transition, and each time they were even trying to make something happen. Ivory Coast were very good defensively. Like they cleared, like they won the duels, they won their ball back, they recovered the ball very back, very well rather. So that first half, Guinea-Bissau were not at it. They scored their goal. Fofana scored the goal, and also he had another opportunity again that hit the crossbar, and that would have been a very good goal because a very good shot. He took his spot very well, and the keeper the keeper will not even make the save. See, he hit the bar, and they could have been 2 or 3 goals up in the first half. Honestly, Ivory Coast could have been 2 or 3 goals up in the first half, but they didn't take their chances in that first half. And in a competition like this, you need to take your chances so that you can bury the game, like just kill the game and maybe give opportunity for other players to come in and just like warm their legs up per se. But in that first half, they were the better team. Honestly, they dominated Guinea-Bissau. Guinea-Bissau, I can't even recall them having a shot in the first half. Guinea-Bissau, I can't because they were just sitting deep, allowing Ivory Coast to have much of the ball. And each time they won the ball, they couldn't actually do anything with the ball. Now in the second half, you're a goal like Ivory Coast, like you're losing by a goal up. I was expecting okay in that second half, Guinea-Bissau will come out to try to make something happen, but that wasn't the case. It seems it was the same thing they were trying to do in the first half that they did in the second half. They were just still sitting deep, allowing Ivory Coast to like have much of the ball. Ivory Coast were actually just playing around them, Boga was, I think that's his name, the guy on the wing. Boga was trying to make something happen from there. I think he was on the left-hand side. Yes, Boga was on the left-hand side. He was trying to create chances from there. Kessie too was having fun in the midfield. You could tell even when Sergio Aurier came in, he was playing very high. He was attacking. Like Ivory Coast, you could tell they were actually playing like a team. Crasso, if I'm to recall, Crasso, the guy that scored the second goal, that was a very good goal from him. The way he controlled the ball, the skill, the shot, everything. Like that second goal for Ivory Coast was a very good goal. It was a very good goal, and you expect Guinea-Bissau to maybe wake up even after the second goal, but they didn't wake up. They didn't wake up. It was now towards the end of the game, maybe the last 10 minutes of the game, they now were now trying to make something happen. They were now even going into good positions, like they were going into good spaces, and if they had only one chance where the Ivory Coast goalkeeper saved the ball, and the goalkeeper didn't really have much to do. That's the Ivory Coast goalkeeper. The guy was actually relaxing. He was actually relaxing. Basically, it wasn't a busy day at the office for him. He was very chilled, and the only time he had to do something, he made a very good save, and that was just towards the end of the game. So Ivory Coast, I was just watching them, and I was remembering when they used to have the likes of Solomon Kalou, Drogba. I can't recall the other guy that used to play for AC Milan, Yaya Toure. Like I was like, wow, these guys, like it's been a long time, and they have some exciting players like Kessie that plays for AC Milan. I know Kessie. I think Bolly that plays for, if I'm correct, Nottingham Forest, the defender, Nottingham Forest. So they have some exciting. Pepe, when Pepe came in, he tried his bit. He didn't really do much. But he was just trying to make something happen. I remember Pepe that went to Arsenal, but it didn't work out for him when he was at Arsenal. But but the thing is, they play like a team. You can tell they move the ball well, they defend well. So that's the good thing about it, playing as a team. Guinea-Bissau made it just too easy for them. They made it too easy for Ivory Coast. They were dominated everywhere in defense. Like even when like Ivory Coast were recovering the ball, even when they lose the ball, like if Ivory Coast give a sloppy pass, for example, they recovered the ball very quick. They got back possession very, very quick. So as for the first game in the competition, as the host nation, of course, they have to make a statement because it's the first game. They have to make that kind of statement like they are one of the countries that are favorite. Of course, Ivory Coast are one of the countries that you can't look past them. They are one of the countries that are favorite. And today, they played well. And 3 points with a clean sheet. In a game, in a competition like this, 3 points in your first game, getting 3 points is very, very good. It's very, very good in a group. Like when I like in a group and you get 3 points, it's very, very good. I myself, I always like beat maybe like in the World Cup, maybe if Nigeria is playing or something. I always like our first game, let's get 3 points. Just your first game, just get a 3 point. It really helps. That 3 points in your first game is really, really good. And today they got their 3 points. They should have scored more than 2 goals, and they kept a clean sheet, which is good for them. Now, reason I watched this game, like I said, was because Nigeria is in this group, and we have to win our own game. Honestly, we have to win our game. Considering because they've won their game, they've kept a clean sheet. They have 3 points. We have to win our game. I don't think a draw will be good enough. It has to be a win, and we have to get 3 points. We really have to get 3 points. And Ivory Coast, now, their next game, if they play their next game and they get a draw, they might likely, like, they'll be there. Okay, there's hope for them to qualify from the group. So we can't afford to drop. We can't afford to draw tomorrow. I'll really like it if we get 3 points. Honestly, I'll be really looking forward to a 3 points for our game tomorrow. But despite what happens, we should not even lose. First of all, losing is not an option. Either me, I want a win, but if we get a draw, no problem. Maybe we can recover that in our next game. But the 3 points will be very, very good for Nigeria. Congrats to Ivory Coast, the host nation. Very huge statement. They've made a huge statement that they're here and they're taking this competition very serious. Because the way they played today, honestly, they played very, very, and Guinea-Bissau couldn't just do much. It was just maybe towards the last 10 minutes, Guinea-Bissau were trying to make something happen. Now, Nigeria, we can't afford to lose. Like I've said, we can't afford to lose, honestly. We really can't afford to lose because Ivory Coast are a good side, and if there's anyone that should be going, like that should be qualifying from this group, it should be Nigeria and Ivory Coast. And like I said, guys, this is it for me. I'll try my best. Maybe I'll come live for Premier League games, and maybe I'll just do a reaction to Afcon games. So I'll see what happens. I'll try my best to just I'll try my best basically, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you very much.